Well, Brandon, welcome to Cambridge United. How are you settling in?
Yeah, well, good. Boys have been ledge, couldn't have been better, to be fair. And the whole group, the whole atmosphere of the group's been really good. So yeah, I've settled in just fine.
Yeah, a bit of a quick turnaround. I understand you signed for the club and then hopped on a bit of transport or a car or on the coach to head down to Cardiff.
A few days later, I was in Wales. So interesting one. But really good week away and got a lot of work done and just enjoyed meeting all the boys and that and settling in.
Yeah, I would imagine in some senses it was good timing because you go straight into that environment where everyone's away for 3 or 4 days and you're forced to mix and find out what everyone's about straight away.
Well, yeah, it's all part of it, going to a new team and that, just trying to introduce yourself to the boys and being in amongst it. So there's nothing better than that, to be fair, just going around there and sort of like, it's a nice chilled out week, but the boys got the work done and really enjoyable week actually. So.
Good, and this afternoon obviously had the heat to contend with and a difficult challenge in some senses, the second game which you played in. How did you find it?
It was tough out there today, especially with the sun and that. I mean, it's only going to get worse next week, but that's why it was 2:35s and that, and the water breaks and everything. But frustrating one more than anything, more than just sort of the weather, but tough one to take.
So 2-0 up and looked like you were coasting, should have been 3 or 4-0 all of a sudden. A couple of switch offs at the back and they're 3-2 up. What was the mood in the dressing room?
Yeah, even though it's pre-season, the boys are still competitive. That's just football. That's just the sort of football nature. Do you know what I mean? It comes from the fans as well. They want to win. They want us to win. So disappointing from that perspective, but just good to get the minutes in the legs. And we controlled the game, which was annoying for the whole sort of first 50 minutes, and then just probably went a bit sort of soft on it and just calmed the tempo, and that took it too easy. Took foot of the gas, and then things can happen.
Yeah, is that I guess in part what pre-season's about? It's just learning those little lessons and brushing off the rough edges, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Ultimately, if you do that, and when there's 3 points in the line, you're going to be pretty annoyed with yourself. So yeah.
And tell us a bit about yourself in terms of your career. Obviously, you played a little bit at Portsmouth and 1 or 2 clubs on loan as well.
So Portsmouth when I was younger, was there from 6 to 23. Went up to Scotland for a new challenge, and got some games there, played there. Had a tough first season, got relegated, then got promoted, which was really good. And then the aim to come back down to the EFL and couldn't have come to a better team really in Cambridge, suited just for the location and everything. All the boys, the group, bonds and all the staff have been great, so it really helped me settle in, so it's been good. Yeah,
and I guess you'd know a little bit about the side, having played against or been in the squad that faced the U's last season twice.
For sure. I've been I know of a lot of the boys, you know what I mean? You sort of know of a lot of players in the EFL when you've sort of been around it, so but like I said, there's the sort of atmosphere and the changes and the team they've got is I don't think there's no better.
Yeah, it was one of the key things that brought you to the club was the squad that they've got here and what was told to you beforehand.
Yeah, definitely. I had a Zoom call with Bonds and that sort of instantly from then everything, how well he spoke and talking to the lads. Obviously I knew Adam and he said how it's the best changing room he's been involved in, so it's really good when you go to a team and everyone, there's a nice friendly atmosphere and everyone gets on, so it's been good.
Yeah, I was going to say Adam May must have known from Portsmouth, come up through the youth ranks there with him.
Yeah, definitely from 6 years old, so he's the year category younger than me, but grew up with him all my life pretty much, so it's funny coming back down there and being reunited with him.
Yeah, did you have a chat with him before you signed for the club? Just to see what it was all about?
Yeah, for sure. And he gave it a good talk, so happy to be here.
Good, and I would imagine it helps in terms of that settling in process. No doubt you've had to relocate in terms of your life anyway, as well as moving clubs, so just having that little bit of common ground.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I went up to Scotland for 2 years, so that was a change for me and a sort of challenge, but good to experience it, and now being back close to home and in League One, it's definitely something that sort of convinced me, for sure.
And what are your aims for this season? Or I guess getting in that first 11 and just establishing yourself, are they the aims?
Yeah, for sure. Anyone that plays football is lying if I said that they don't want to be a starter. Do you know what I mean? Everyone plays football to actually play. No one doesn't want to be in the spotlight. No one wants to be out the side. So yeah, definitely, that's definitely one of the targets for sure. Go on. I was going to say overall, ideally for the squad, just finish as high up as possible.